iOS 18 has a new distraction control feature, which will let you remove an ad from a website with a tap, and it has a super cool animation when it does it. We'll link it in the show notes. We'll play it on the screen for you here if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. It's super over the top and gratuitous and unnecessary, and please keep doing that.
For audio listeners, it's basically like you scroll down. Every single person can imagine the web page with 30 ads breaking up every paragraph.
Yeah.
And when it comes over that, it just has like it highlights the box with the ad, has a little button that says hide, and you click it, and it literally like rainbow Thanos snaps it, and it like drifts away.
You do have to like click a button first, though.
You do have to click a button, yes.
Yeah. And it works on anything. I was playing with it earlier today.
Really?
I was like removing whole headlines and blocks of paragraph. It's just pretty fun.
It's kind of like that. Like Arc added that as an option.
Yeah.
Where you could like modify the website. You could like basically completely get rid of the Twitter blue prompt and all that stuff.
If you've ever like played with inspect HTML and just like got rid of H3s in your browser, that's basically what it's doing.
Yeah.
Here's the question I have, and why I think maybe this is the better option than a lot of, because we've talked a lot about how like AI summaries can screw up ad revenue for websites because that's how they need to make money. This, at least, you see the ad. So like if an ad doesn't grab you in that 2 seconds that you see it and you click on it normally, it's already done what it needs to do, and that website's made their money, because most of that is just through impressions, not through actual engagement. So by clicking remove, all that's doing is being like, I saw this, I'm not interested. You still get my impression, but now I can just read the page earlier.
Yeah.
Like I'm not more inclined to click an ad just because it's staying on the screen.
Right.
So it seems like these websites will still make the money off of this.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like videos, though. They're like autoplay versus
And if it
not
doesn't-
autoplay. And if it plays, it's worth more. If
Interesting.
it doesn't, it's worth less.
Yeah, you can get rid of autoplay videos too. You can basically get rid of like any element on the screen by doing this.
Can I get rid of the whole stories recipe pages have beforehand?
Yes.
Yeah, just delete the first 7 paragraphs and you're good.
Yeah.
I think this is mainly, to me, like playing around with it earlier today, I think it's more for like bad actors. Like, you know, when you go to like a website and there's like 17 different ads, but there's like something you really want to read underneath.
Yeah.
It's not really for like the one-off ad that you're scrolling and it's like properly placed.
Yeah.
Wow, this will be really bad for the really cheap ads that are supposed to look like other articles on the webpage.
Oh, yeah.
Because now, instead of that, seeing the like random
Yeah.
story that's actually an ad taking you somewhere else, a hide button will come up and you're like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah. I think this just highlights how bad a lot of the web has become and how awful of an experience it's become.
This reminds me of, I don't know how long ago it was. Maybe it's still there. Wasn't there
Ask app not to track.
a reader feature in most mobile web
There
browsers?
still is, and it
where
still
you-
makes the experience way better.
So yeah, you come across a web page, it's got a ton of ads. Instead of having this Thanos snap animation or whatever, you just go into reader mode and it just gives you the thing you need to read.
You can still do that on pretty much every browser.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep.
It's great.
I'm gonna keep doing.
Does that
I love it.
keep images though? Or does it also
Yeah,
get rid of images?
It keeps
It does? Oh, okay.
inserted images, but not like ads and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
No, it's
actually.
great. I use it a lot.
Yeah. And there's like third-party services that can do it too. If you want them to be like multi-platform, I want to read this article later,
Yeah.
but I'll keep it and read them on my iPad when I open it on my iPad. Like you can
Yeah.
do that too.
I think Readwise Reader does that. Pocket.
Yeah. Raindrop.io.
But interestingly, so usually how these banner ads and stuff work is when you're a site provider, you set an interval at which you want them to refresh and like switch to a different ad. And a lot of websites just don't have them refresh, but like worse actor websites, if they know that you're going to be on the page for a little bit, they have the ads switch out every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what happens with this is when you Thanos snap one away, when it refreshes, it will show back up.
So it just pops up and moves everything again?
Yes.
So that's almost, if it's a bad
like
actor website
whack-a-mole.
like that, it's almost worse because now your page is jumping all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's interesting though. It reminds me a lot of when Apple added the Ask App Not to Track feature, which totally boned Facebook and like got rid of a lot of Facebook's revenue. I think it's an interesting spot to be in because Apple is not really a B2B company. They're kind of just a B2C company. So they do all this stuff that is very sort of like unabashedly like, yeah, this is probably going to piss people off, but this is good for your experience and it keeps people on the iPhone.
This is better than just straight up ad block for websites. So
And it won't get the websites pissed off at them.
yeah.
This is ad block with flair. basically.
Well, but the page still is going to get paid somewhat.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Which is beneficial.
Because I agree. I mean, it sucks that we live in this world where we have to have ads on everything that we do, but it's also what makes the internet free. It's just kind of gotten out of control. So unfortunately, no one's really figured out a model that works better than that yet. So this is kind of the world we live in, but having tools like this is kind of beneficial.
It is. And Apple is great at animations.
Yeah.
They really are. Just like,
This is true.
it's one thing.
Their animation team has been doing like not very Apple-y animations recently. Like I wouldn't have considered this an Apple-y animation
The new
until
Siri.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything in iOS 18 is like this magical, intense
Rainbowy
thing.
and
Giving me like old school HTC vibes.
Yeah, even the action button animations when you're going through the action button menu, it doesn't look like an Apple menu at all.
I can't wait till RCS messages just come in that are green with like stinky lines going above it.
Wow.
it like drips out of it.
Slime like gooping down.
Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, since there's a lot of scraping of YouTube videos going on right now, it seems like it's just fair game. So you might as well scrape the like button and the comments section of this YouTube video.
Comment scrape.
You might as well comment scrape or scrape comments, whichever
No,
is easier.
you shouldn't do that.
Probably just comment scrape.
Yeah.
Don't scrape. Yeah, exactly.
That's against the terms of the service.
Scrape is becoming one of those words that sounds weird now.
Yeah, don't
AMD?
scrape. And okay, that's it. The end. Bye.
Bye.